an awesome turnout. And, guys, I want you guys to understand that, this is real. Alright, a lot of people say that, this is all about the money, this is all about that, but once you guys see this big vision, you realize that it's so much more than that. Yeah, they said I make, $15,000 a month in this, and that's great and all, but what I think is even more impressive is the fact that I've helped over 60 people in my business under the age of 21 get to the point where they're making an extra $1,000 a month of residual income. Alright, think right now what your life would be like. Alright, imagine what your life would be like if you had an extra $1,000 a month. Alright, $250 peering into your account, direct deposit, every single Thursday when you woke up. Alright, what would that do to the average 17, 18, 19-year-old kid? It changed your life. Alright, you wouldn't have to go to that 9 to 5. Alright, you wouldn't have to go work, mow lawns like I did, when I was younger. Alright, you don't have to do it. And what's even crazier, guys, is that, if you just want to make an extra $1,000 a month in this, $500 a month, that's great. I've helped a lot of people do it. What's even more nuts is that if you can simply go out, let's say you're making $500 a month, you help 2 people do the same thing you did. 2 of your friends both make $500 a month, now you're making $1,000 a month. Alright, now you're making $1,000 a month, now just help those 2 friends do the same thing you did. Alright, now help them make $1,000 a month, now you're making $2,000 a month. So the key to this business, alright, is taking the eyes off yourself, alright, and helping your teammates. Because did I know any of you guys before this? Alright, no, I didn't, But what my job is to come down here, drive 4.5 hours from Traverse City, alright, to come down here and share my story. Because this is all about helping each other, guys. And that's the best part, is that we're all one big team. Alright, there's a lot of ways to make money in this world. There are. Alright, but there's not a lot of ways that you can make money. One, surrounding yourself with people you want to be around. You work with who you want. Alright, you work when you want. Alright, and 2, all these people are looking out for you. Alright, in another job, let's say Evan Schultz right there is the guy who got me involved in this. Alright, he went to Northern Arizona, and he was the one that got me involved. He was one of my best friends, alright, all since I was like 8 years old. Okay? And the crazy thing is that if me and him were in a corporation, we're both going for vice president. Alright, I want to be vice president, he wants to be vice president. Even though we're boys, we're best friends, do I want him to get the job? Psh, absolutely not. Because if he gets the job, that means I don't get it. Alright, so in corporate America, it's you're pushing people down. Alright, in order for you to get up. And this is the complete opposite business model. Alright, the more people you help, the more money you make, guys. And you guys hear all these stories, you hear why we're doing it. Alright, but how does it actually work? Alright, where does the money come from? Where's the company, all that good stuff. Alright, so this company is called Vemma. Alright, right here, it's actually an acronym. It stands for Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mango Seed, and Aloe. And that's, like he was saying, is what's in this original Vemma formula. Alright, for the first 4 years, for the first 5 years that this company was open, alright, all they had was this product. Alright, they marketed it to adults. Alright, it got to the company to about $72 million a year. Alright, and as he was saying, what happened was, actually a CEO, he was reading an article, alright, about how they predicted that this energy drink market was going to be the quote-unquote poison of our generation. Alright, he was saying, that's a shame, man. Why is it that everyone's poisoning their body? Like he said, he had that epiphany. Alright, take the energy, take a Red Bull, alright, take out all the synthetic sugars, the artificial ingredients, all that good stuff. Take it out and let's instead put it in that original Vemma formula. Alright, the vitamins, essential minerals, mango seed, and aloe. So what this essentially is, guys, is basically take a coffee, combine it with like a one-a-day's men's, but better. Alright, put them together, and that's what you have. I used to wake up in the morning, I used to drink a coffee, I used to take multivitamins. Alright, my dad's a doctor, always been really into that kind of stuff. Now I just wake up in the morning and drink one of these. Okay, so what this idea is that this company, they take a company like Red Bull, for instance, they're a $2 billion company. Alright, they take $900 million of those dollars, invest in traditional advertising. Alright, they do it into billboard ads, TV commercials, stunts. Alright, you guys all saw the dude do the skydive out of space. Alright, he's up there, he jumps out of there, that's sweet. Dude, I showed a few of my friends that YouTube video, I was like, dude, that guy just broke the stratosphere, he just, broke the sound barrier. Check it out. But did that make me want to go watch and buy Red Bull after? No. Alright, so this is what our CEO sees. He says, alright, all these kids are watching these YouTube videos, right? And there's always that commercial in the beginning. What is it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip. Every time. But do you understand that companies pay millions of dollars to get that commercial there? Millions of dollars to get that commercial there. So this CEO is like, why would I pay millions of dollars if people just skip it after 5 seconds? Alright, so he says this. Alright, so people are skipping that, but if a friend comes up to you, someone you care, respect, someone you trust, alright, and they tell you about something, you're going to probably listen to what they have to say. Alright, so it's a simple reallocation of dollars. Don't pay for traditional advertising, pay for us for word of mouth. Alright, and like I said, why does he do that? One, traditional commercial advertising is dead. Think of TiVo, satellite radio. Alright, what is the reason for that, guys? It's so that we don't have to watch the commercials. And not to mention, look at Facebook. Alright, how did you guys hear about Facebook? None of it was through a billboard ad or a TV commercial. It was all word of mouth advertising. Okay? So this company simply pays us for it. So how does it happen? How do you get involved? Okay? And most companies are in this, you're your own boss. You work when you want, with who you want, and you literally have an unlimited income. You can make whatever you want. Alright? Right now, like I said, I make 15 grand a month in this, except my mentor is a guy named Brad Alcazar. He's 27 years old. He's actually going to be here in about another month or so to help us out. Alright, you can see how big of a team aspect this is. He has 27 and makes $250,000 a month. Alright? A month doing this. Doing exactly what I'm doing with this. Alright? And that's real. It's not a joke. Okay? So here's the craziest thing, guys, is I saw that, and I was like, okay, I find out one thing in life, it's who you are today is simply the residual effect of your past choices and actions. Alright? So the only reason I make this amount of money and my friends don't is not because I'm smarter than them, it's not because I'm better at business than them, it's not at all. It's simply because I've been doing the little things every single day for the last year and a half. That's it. The only reason I'm here and you guys are there is because I've been in this for a year and a half doing the meetings, explaining it. I can't even explain to you how many meetings we did in the beginning with like 2 or 3 people showing up. Seriously. 2 or 3 people coming up, and what's crazy is we were jacked about it. Why is that? Because you are one person away from your business exploding in this. One person, alright? Because this business model, alright, it kind of looks like this. And this is what sets it apart from a lot of other companies out there. Alright? In this, it has what's called a binary compensation plan. Binary means 2 teams, alright? You're right here. Oh, there we go. Thanks, man. Alright, so you're right here. Alright? Anyways, you're right here. Alright, you get a left leg and you have a right leg. And that's all you can have. Alright, in a lot of other companies, you can get, 6, 7 legs, whatever it is. Alright, in this company, you can only get 2 legs. Alright, what's so significant of that? Alright, well what this does is this creates what's called a complex interdependence between everybody involved in this business. Meaning, in order for one person to make money, you have to help other people. What do I mean by that? Alright, so let's say I'm right here. Let's say this is me. Alright, I'm right there. And the first thing I do is I'm thinking of this and I'm like, alright, so this business is basically about using your networks, alright, to increase your net worth. Alright, so take your Facebook, your phone books, your Instagram, your Twitters, all that stuff, and go through there and make a list of people that want to be healthier and wealthier. Alright, what you got to understand is some people are going to do this, some won't. So I'm thinking about this business, and I'm like, alright, Logan is the most social kid I know. He goes to Grand Valley, there's like 27,000 kids there. Alright, I want him to be the guy to get this thing going. So the first person I hit up is Logan. I'm like, Logan, you're going to kill this thing, dude. I'm telling you, I honestly think I have a too good to be true opportunity for you that's actually legit. Alright, I just heard from this kid who was making like 15 grand a month at 20 years old, and he's telling us he's going to help duplicate exactly what he did at Michigan State over here at Grand Valley. Honestly, dude, like I said, it sounds too good to be true, but give me 30 minutes of your time. Come to this meeting, hear him out, let me know what you think, because if this is real, we can blow it up. Boom. That's it. Alright, Logan comes to this meeting. Alright, you hear us people speak. Alright, now Logan decides he wants to do this. Alright, where does he go? I'm here, I put Logan right here. Alright, now I get Charles. Alright, I'm thinking Charles. Alright, Charles is a monster. Alright, Charles doesn't know any of Logan's friends. Alright, let's say Charles actually, just for instance, let's say Charles lives in North Carolina. Okay, so where did I put Charles? These 2 teams, alright, I like to think of them as demographics. Alright, because all of Logan's friends are going to be working together. So let's say Charles, Logan, and Tony, they know each other. They've been good friends. So if we got Tony in on this, if I got Tony in on this, where's he going to go? Alright, nowhere but the bottom of this team. Alright, which is going to help me, obviously, because I got him, but it's also going to be helping Logan when putting him underneath. So you're not only getting paid for the people who you get and who they get, but the people above you, alright, are also going to be putting people underneath you. Okay, so you can see how this thing is all one big team aspect. And here's what's so crazy, is that right now, I have like 2,700 kids on my team across 48 different states in 13 different countries. Alright, but you know what's nuts, is I've only got 7 of them. 7. Alright, that's it. Alright, you know why though? Is because I've realized a really important lesson. It's not what you can do, it's what you can help others do and help duplicate. Alright, so let's say I go out and I get Charles. Alright, so this is my team for Michigan. Alright, I got all my Michigan squad over here. I got Charles, he's in North Carolina. He goes right there. Alright, now what I do now, what is my goal after I get Charles? My one goal is help Charles be successful. That's it. Alright, and the more successful I can help Charles make, the more successful I will make. Alright, so what I did actually when I heard about this thing is when I first heard about it, I thought it was a scam, pyramid scheme. I made fun of him for doing it for 4 months. Alright, he came back to me and pulled what I like to call the friend card on me. He's like, bro, do you trust me? And I was like, yeah, obviously, dude, I've known you since you were 8. All right? And he's like, all right, man, I'm telling you, man, this verb thing is real. All right? And dude, I'm taking this to the top with or without you. All right? And the craziest thing about this thing is, honestly, the only way you make money is by helping other people, and I want you to be there with me when I make it. All right? You got to check this out. Let me know what you think. All right? That was enough for me. I was like, all right, man, I'll look into it. But to be honest, my core motivation of looking into it is finding the flaw, finding why these business models are unsustainable, immoral, illegitimate. I found the complete opposite. All right? The complete opposite. It was right around finals time last year, actually. And I got what I call verb fever. All right, verb fever is when you realize how big this can get. All right, when you realize that there's only 30,000 young people across the country doing this. When you understand that there's only 1,400 active auto ships in Michigan. All right, there's 47,000 kids at Michigan State, nearly 44,000 at University of Michigan, 31,000 at Western, Central another 27,000, Grand Valley another 21,000, Michigan Tech another 8,000. Not to mention all the high schools, or Albion, Adrian, all those little colleges. All right, so right now we're on the brink of this crazy opportunity because these businesses are all about timing. They're all about timing. You got to be at the right place at the right time with the right people. All right, so I realized when he hit me up. All right, when I hit this thing up, the only person that was really making money in this was this kid named Alex Morgan. All right, he was down at Arizona State, and he was the kid that started it down there. All right, my goal was basically to be the Alex Morgan of Michigan State. All right, how much was this Alex Morgan kid making? He was making $2,200 a month, and I saw that, and I was like, $2,200 a month at freaking while in college doing it part time? That's unreal. All right, I want to do exactly what he did. All right, so that's what I kind of saw. But you know what's even crazier is that Alex Morgan kid was making $2,200 a month when I first started this. You know how much he makes right now? $1 million a year. $1 million. All right, 2 years later, $1 million a year. Okay, so what's so crazy, guys, is I saw that. All right, I had that depth of vision that he first saw. I realized that this is going to happen with or without us. All right, this is going to happen whether I do this, whether Evan does it, whether Logan, whether Charles, whether Tony, whether anyone does this. This is going to blow up in Michigan eventually. The reason you haven't heard about this is because it's a Western-based company based at, it's huge in Arizona and California. All right, but it's really just now making its way to other states and colleges across the nation, and we were just blessed enough to hear about it right now. All right, so what I like to say in this is that this business is a lot like the game of telephone. All right, if I told this guy a story, who told her, who told you, and it goes all the way around the room, and it comes back to Logan, Logan's going to tell me a completely different story than I told him, right? We all know that game. That's how this business works, all right? So I'm telling you guys this right now. It makes sense. It's in a logical fashion. The proof's right there. It's a free card from the company. I can show you my paycheck where, last week I made $4,000. Whatever you want to see, it's real, all right? But when you guys go home, all right, you don't have that credibility. So what's your job? It's simply to get people here. That's it. All right, there's 3 stages in this network marketing game. All right, first you're dependent. All right, you're dependent on us to have these meetings. And your one job, get people here, all right, or do a phone call, a 3-way call, a conference call, a Skype. We have all kinds of ways you can do it. All right, after that, you get to dependent. Once you make, an extra $500 or $1,000, now you're at the independent stage. What's independent stage? That means your job is to come here and host these meetings. All right, that's where Tony's at. All right, he hosted the meetings. He comes here. Everyone's here. Blah blah blah. That's it. All right, he's the top of his team. All right, it's his job to get people here. And then you get to the 3rd stage, and this is when life's good. All right, when you get to that 3rd stage, you're dependent on. All right, and all your job is to be the story. All right, you're simply going around. You're telling your story. You're showing people the big picture of what's possible. All right, how much money do you want to make in this? Well, it is totally dependent on how fast you go through those stages. All right, how fast you want to do it. And what's the amazing part, guys, is that, when I first started this, there was no system. All right, there was no system. No one had made money yet. There was no proof of success. All right, so we struggled a lot in the beginning. We figured out what didn't work. All right, but by figuring out what doesn't work, you eventually figure out what works. All right, so now we can help you guys avoid all the little mishaps that we ran into to help you guys find success as fast as possible. All right, and what's really even crazier to me is the fact that how big this can get. Network marketing worldwide is 60 million in America. 60 billion with a B in America. All right, but worldwide it's 132 billion. All right, the heavy hitter in this industry is a company called Amway. All right, Amway made over 2,700 millionaires. 2,700 millionaires. They do the same thing we do, except with different products. Ours is a healthy energy drink. They use, mop, soaps, cleaning supplies, everyday household items. All right, I'm not going to try and tell you guys a mop, dude. I don't care if you buy your mop from me or if you buy your mop from somewhere else. All right, but with a healthy energy drink, something that we spend money on anyways, and there's a niche in the market, it's crazy. All right, so this is the last thing I want to leave you guys on, is that there's a Harvard study done on this industry. All right, network marketing. This idea of paying people for word-of-mouth advertising than traditional advertising. It's a $132 billion industry. And Harvard is trying to figure out when you should get involved and when you should not get involved. All right, and this is the conclusion that came out. So there's 3 criteria. All right, number 1, the company has to be past 18 months old, because 90% of these companies fail within the first 18 months. All right, they fail. You're going to get a bunch of other little guys who come up and be like, hey, we have a new company starting, you know, it hasn't even released yet. You guys can be the very top of this thing. All right, a lot of people try and copy what you do. All right, but understand that 90% of them fail within the first 18 months. But out of the ones that get past that first 18 months, 95% of them are successful. How long has Vemma been around? 8 years. All right. Last year we did 117 million. This year we're predicted to do 20 million, so it's 250 million. All right, and then next year we're predicted to hit right around $1 billion. All right, so this is just going up. All right, so they say it has to be past 18 months old. Check. Number 2 is you have to have a highly consumable product that's completely unique to the marketplace. What does highly consumable mean? Highly consumable means you drink it, it's gone. If I want more, I gotta buy more. All right, it ensures resales. That's where the residual income comes from, because everyone buys the product every month for ourselves to drink. All right, that's why if we quit working, we keep getting paid. It's called working smart, not working hard. All right, and why does it have to be completely unique? Because you have to have something where it's like, why would I buy my bird from you when I could go to Walmart and they buy it wholesale, they sell it to me $1 cheaper. You know, this industry, guys, you have to look at the energy drink industry. You think of energy drinks, Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, 5-Hour Energy. Are any of them recommended by doctors to drink? None of them. None of them. They're actually be like, don't drink that, all right? But this is on Dr. Oz, all right? He has over 50 million viewers a day on his show. Okay, 50 million viewers a day, and he recommends that you drink it every single day. And he's not paid by the company to say that. All right, that's his own choice. So we have a highly consumable product that's completely unique. All right, its company's been around for the past 18 months. All right, and this is the big one. All right, this is the heavy hitter that kind of blew my mind when I saw this. All right, and Harvard Business School states that if there's less than half of 1% of the population doing this in the country in which the company started in. So this company started in America. All right, half of 1% of our population is 1.5 million. They say at 1.5 million, these companies get into what's called a momentum stage. 3 stages in network marketing: foundation, momentum, plateau. Foundation is when no one really knows about it, people are skeptical. Momentum is when, like, holy crap, this is real. You have 80-person meetings, there's cars out in the driveway, people are making thousands of dollars, and people hop on really, really fast. All right, and then there's a plateau stage, when the market gets oversaturated, too many people know about it. All right, what's so great about us is that, guess what, and who we're working with? Young people. High schools, college kids, all right? And what's amazing, guys, is the fact that every single year there's a new freshman class. All right, every single year a new freshman class. It's a rejuvenating market. All right, so at 1.5 million, it gets into that momentum stage. Harvard Business School states that if it's before 1.5 million, you should consider getting involved as long as the other 3 criteria check off. They say if there's 500,000 people or less, all right, it's considered the cutting edge of a great opportunity. All right, and you should seriously consider getting involved. All right, and you guys listen to this. Harvard Business School, not me. All right, don't listen to what I have to say. Listen to Harvard, though. Harvard Business School states that if there's less than 100,000 people involved, all right, and the company's been past 18 months, it's a highly consumable product that is completely unique. It's considered a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. All right, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I need you guys to think for a second. How many times in your life does a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity come along? Once, guys. One time. For real, though. So you guys can leave here and be like, I don't really know how that works. I don't know how it could work for me. It may work for them, but I don't know. I'm not them. And you can make excuses and go on to your everyday life, but you got to understand that you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. If you want things in your life to change, you need to change things in your life. All right? If you want things in your life to change, you need to change things in your life. Okay? So understand, guys, that we're taking this thing to the top. All right, there's only 1,400 active people doing this in Michigan right now. 1,400. Harvard Business School states if there's less than 100,000 people, it's considered a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. There are 30,000 young people across the country doing this, not to mention we're open in 60 countries. All right, and you might be like, well, I don't know anybody in a different country. Well, guess what? I didn't either. But I found someone who 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 knew someone in Spain. That's how this works. It's not who you know, but it's who they know, all right? It doesn't matter what you can do. It's what you can help others do and help duplicate, all right? You guys have the tools. You have the resources, guys. And this is the last thing I want to leave you with. This is just facts, all right? Fact is, 54% of college graduates are unemployed or underemployed. The economy's tanking, guys. The jobs are not there, all right? In this, you can create your own economy, all right? As the economy gets worse, we get better, all right? The fact is that student loans just passed $1 trillion. $1 trillion. That's higher than credit card debt. Mark my words. You guys remember the housing bubble? All right, when all that stuff crashed? I guarantee you there's going to be another crash with student loans. Mark my words on that. Give it 5 years. All right? And guess what? Who's going to get screwed by it? The people that kept doing the same thing over and over again and expected a different result. It's the definition of insanity according to Albert Einstein. All right? So understand, guys, if you want something different, you got to follow someone that has what you want. All right? And this is something for a way for all of us to work together as a team, all right, in order to get out of this financial rut we've become. All right? And I'm telling you guys, this can change your life. All right? This can straight up change your life, but you have to make the decision. All right? You have to be the ones to be like, I'm going to do it, and you got to latch on to the person that brought you here. So guys, all right, understand this is real. This is not a game. Okay? And I'm not kidding. I'm going to have, after going back to school, we're going to have over 20 people under the age of 21 making 6 figures or more. All right? 20 people under the age of 21. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? I know these guys are going to be one of it, dude. Look what they have. All right? Your one job, guys, is bring people to talk to us. Learn the business. All right? And duplicate what we've already done. We can help you do it. So, guys, remember, you missed 100% of the shots you don't take in life. All right? You missed 100% of the shots you don't take in life. And what's the worst thing that could possibly happen? What if all this goes wrong? You don't make any money in this. What is the very biggest thing you're risking? Getting 48 healthy energy drinks. That's it. Literally. If all else fails, all you got is 48 healthy energy drinks that is recommended by Dr. Oz to drink once a day. Alright? So if you make it, guys, if you make it, dude, we're talking millions if you want to do it. Alright? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be making $1 million a year in the next 6 months. Mark my words. Alright? I'm real. It's by helping you guys, though. That's how we're going to get there, is by helping you guys. So guys, once again, get with the person that brought you here. I'm telling you, they see more in you than you see in yourself. He saw more in me than I saw in myself. That's why I'm standing here today. Alright? If he would have been like Luke, made fun of me, he wouldn't be stupid, I don't want to talk to him, none of you guys would probably be here today. So understand how these little decisions in your life can change your whole reality. Alright? You could change your entire life forever. What happened in the past doesn't matter. You can reinvent yourself today. That choice is yours, guys. Thanks a lot. Yeah.